Hi Sagittarius, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Saggies, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do a reading and then clarify it. I'm also wanted to let you know that I do have a face group page. If you'd like to join, it's Tarot with Joanna on Facebook. I'm also doing private readings, a personal reading. So if you would like a reading, just comment on the comment section or email me. All right, so let's get started, Saggies. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Saggies. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. All right, here we go. One more card. All right. All right, so you have regenerating rain, clear the past, and heal the present. I do feel like you are... I do feel like you really need to just move forward from, you're clearing the energy. You're really clearing the energy. You're healing. You're going through a healing. And I feel like you're living in the present, because you're going through a lot right now and you're definitely feeling it. Wow. Very nice, you guys. You also have discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. That no matter where you're going, no matter who you talk to, that you always see the truth. It's like you can see clearly now, which is very nice. And you stand in the light of truth. That's all you will take is the truth about things. And you're not gullible. You know what you need to say and you know what to do. Wow. Very nice. All right, so let's see what's going on. Saggies, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. All right, here we go. One for the current, Sagittarius. One for the situation. One, oh, okay. One for the past or now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And you did come into your own reading, Saggies. Do have the Temperance card here. Very nice. One for the what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Really start trusting your intuition, you guys, okay? Really start taking care of yourself more. Your end of the tarot deck, you did get the Moon card, so right now you may not be seeing things clearly or you may not know what's ahead of you, but everything's going to work out. Let's see what's going on. Saggies, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right, so you start off with the Justice card. The Justice card is about truth. Oh, we just talked about that, didn't we? Let me see if I could do that. Okay. It talks about truth, talks about balancing everything, that everything's going to balance out. Justice, fair decisions, stuff like that. You do have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is talking about balancing things out also, being calm, being patient with everything that's going on, being on the right path also. I feel like you are very divinely guided here. You do have the Three of Wands for the past or now. I do believe it's now. I feel like you're making plans. I believe you could also be not telling anybody about these plans. Feel like you're just I feel like also too, you're waiting on something. So we'll see. You do have the Three of Pentacles up here for the what's hidden. The Three of Pentacles is saying that you could be collaborating with somebody or you can be helping somebody. I feel like people recognize you. You have a lot of support behind you. And then for the hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Swords. You're really in your mind about things, really worried about what's happening. I don't know. We'll see why it's here. You have the Knight of Wands here. Remember, just go with the flow. Have patience for everything. It's in divine timing. All your efforts are being all that hard work that you do, it is being recognized. Okay. And then you have the Five of Pentacles here. For the Five of Pentacles, it's talking about maybe feeling alone, feeling lonely. Could also be like feeling very down, depressed about things. Also I'm also getting like, you know, really upset about like your finances. Could be about your finances, that you may not have enough for everything, and that's how you're thinking. You also have the King of Wands down here. They're asking you to take care of all the, things that are just, there, like any situation that you haven't been dealing with. They're asking you to put things in order. Also feel like you're definitely moving forward here. So let's see what the cards say. All right, Saggies. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest, Saggies. Why is the Justice card here? All right. So I feel like also too, but for some of you guys, not that these cards pulled out, I feel like for somebody out there, they could be going through a divorce. I feel like justice is here. I feel like if you're dealing with anything legally, it's going to be in your favor also. I feel like there's some kind of money that is coming in for you. Could also be a settlement, like some kind of settlement here. But there is something definitely coming in. I feel like things are going to balance out for you, and there's justice here. There's also karma here, so you don't have to do anything to anybody. Let it just happen. I feel also too that you're going through an ending here with the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords could be a painful ending, a ending to a career or relationship, but there's definitely just something that's going to come to an end, because you're definitely moving forward to a new path. Okay, because this all points to new path. But the thing is that you're still going through a lot. You're going through a healing right now. You're going through a lot. You still have to go through this ending that's going on, and this could be anything. Like I said, it could be a career, relationship, somebody passing away. Just like your life isn't going to be the same anymore. Something is going to come to an end. Yeah, the Temperance card here for the, the situation. Why is it Temperance one more card? Wow. That's crazy. Look at that. You have the Temperance card here that popped out, and then you have the Temperance card here. That's amazing. That is crazy. You are definitely divinely guided. If you can't tell, you need to, you can tell right now. Okay. There is this new journey that you're on right now. Definitely. Because you not only have the World card, but you have an ending here. So it's going to push you forward. So it's really nice. No matter how you see things or what you're thinking that, oh my God, something's going to come. Don't think of it like that. Really think positive, okay? Definitely the World card is here and is telling you that there's new, you've done a lot. You need to step back and really see all these achievements that you have made, because now you're moving forward to something better, something new. So just know that. You are on the right path. This is where you're supposed to be. If you don't know, this is where you're supposed to be. Even though you're going through a lot, you're still in the right. You're still where you're at. Be calm, be patient, because things are going to balance out. You need to also balance things out for yourself. Like really pay attention. Like, am I spending enough time with the kids? Am I spending enough time with my spouse? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Work, your home, your family, your projects, whatever it is, try to keep everything balanced, and especially your emotions also, really keep everything the way it's supposed to be. But I do feel like there is that new beginning here. Wow. Really nurture yourself, okay? Nurture yourself, really love yourself also. Okay, you guys, really do that. Yeah, the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is talking about making plans. I feel like you're trying to make plans, but you're not really saying anything about it, being discreet about it. Also feel like you're waiting on something. Maybe you're waiting on your ships to come in, or maybe you're waiting on that settlement. There's something here that you're waiting on. Definitely waiting on something. But you're definitely making plans, so you're moving forward. So, and I do believe that is now. You have the Three of Pentacles here. And why is the Three of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. So you're going through a lot of changes. Not only are you going through this ending, this new cycle, this new path that's coming up, but you're going through this huge transformation. And be ready, because it comes with a lot here. Things are going to start moving very fast for you. Could also be changing jobs, okay? Because things are going to change, Saggies. They are going to change. Like I said, you know, you have a lot of support behind you. No matter what, you have support behind you. You're being recognized for all the hard work that you've been doing. I feel like your people are you're gonna help others, and or others are gonna help you. I feel like somebody's gonna come in to collaborate with you, some kind of partnership also. But be ready, because you're not the same person that you used to be. You know, a few months ago, you're not that person anymore. You have changed. So along with that comes with this transformation. And if you really think about it, think on how you used to do things, you know, because you're no longer the same person. I took off this past week because I had to go through a lot of healing, and I also went through a huge transformation. And I know I did because I felt it. So just know it's coming. It's here. Okay. Things are changing. You are definitely moving forward because you have the Eight of Wands. They're also going very fast. Things are going to change very fast for you. So be ready. That's why they're asking you to take care of yourself, to love yourself, to nurture yourself, you know, to just enjoy yourself. Because when you get the Eight of Wands here also, you know, it's fast movement. There's also messages coming in, so be aware of that. You have the Nine of Swords down here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Nine of Swords here? One more card. Wow. Look at that. All right. So you do have the Nine of Swords, and you're in your mind a lot. You've been thinking about a lot. You know, maybe there was a truth that had to come out. You know, maybe you're seeing, there was a truth that you saw, you know, something like that. But there's something here about a truth, regardless. Okay, you want things to balance out no matter what. You know, you want everything to balance out. You want this new beginning, and it's here. You want breakthroughs to come in, and it's gonna come in. Trust me, it is. But whatever it is that you're dealing with, you know, because I feel like there's a truth that you had to hear, that you had to see, or you had to hear, and I feel like you just want justice for it. Like, you know, you just want to get back at these people that they hurt me and they did this to me, you know, and they're asking you not to. They're telling you that justice is here. You don't have to do anything, okay? Really, just don't have to do anything. Try to just balance yourself, okay? Keep everything balanced, you know. I also feel like for some of you guys, okay, and I don't know who this is for, but I feel like there is a truth that you have that is weighing heavy on your mind. And I feel like you do need to address it. I feel like you do need to say something about it, because that's how things are going to balance out for you. Because justice is here. The truth is here. And that's something that you need to say, because you're in your mind a lot about it. Because I feel like either you found out about it, or it's you that needs to speak about it. Okay, so really start talking about it. You need to. It's weighing you down. All right, Sagittarius. So you have the Knight of Wands up here for what you need to do now. Your card. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wow. All right. So, you know, really have patience for everything. I know it's hard to. I know it's hard when, you know, we all say that, you know, have patience. You know, nobody has patience. Nobody wants to have patience, but you do need to. You need to have patience. Okay. I feel like you really need to have patience. I feel like you need to go with the flow. I feel like you just I feel like you need to start focusing also, because you know you have this, you know, you've been working very hard, but you're so very disconnected about things. You know, you have the Four Cups here. The Four Cups is, you know, you look at this person, and there's somebody behind him, and they're telling him, hey, look what I got. I got a big fat check for you. But, you know, why is it that you don't want to turn around and see me? Because he's too much, you know, he's too much on focusing on what didn't happen. I feel like you're like, you know, stuck in that little mode where, you know, you're like in your emotions. You know, maybe you're not able to let go of anything that's been happening. Maybe you're not able to let go of that hurt, because you also have the Five of Cups here. You know, these two cards, you look at them, and, you know, one of them is like looking down on these cups that have spilled over. This one's like just looking into out there, not paying attention, you know, and they're saying, you know, there's opportunities around you, but you're not looking. There's things being handed to you. There's, you know, gifts there, but you're not looking, you're not paying attention, and they're asking you to start focusing. With the Five of Cups here, I also feel like you need to really, you need to look at the good instead of the bad. Okay, you need to let go of any regret that you have. I feel like you're having a hard time trusting, being able to let go of your feelings, everything that's just been going on. And I feel like if you would just like really look at the good instead of the bad, you will see things differently. But it's up to you to do that, okay? Because, all these opportunities are going to come in. Yes, you're going through a lot. Yes, you're feeling a lot, but you're going to keep going because that's the way you are. But you have to start now because there are opportunities that are coming in and things are going to shift very fast for you. So trust me, they are. You have the Five of Pentacles here. And why is the Five of Pentacles here and what you need to work on? One more card. Wow. Check that out. That's crazy. So you have the Temperance card here twice. You also have this. You have the Five of Pentacles. And then check that out. You have the Five of Pentacles again. So you are very divinely guided. You are very divinely, the divine is here to tell you, this is their advice to you. So really pay attention, okay? I know it's hard. I know it's hard, you guys. I know it's like, you don't want to look at things. I know you don't want to, but sometimes you do. You have to. I feel like you're letting your emotions get in the way because I feel like you're very, you're feeling down. You could be depressed, could also be a lot of you guys feel like you're going through a hardship, like you don't have enough money. I feel like you just need to know that it's temporary. It's not going to be like that. But as far as you feeling down and, letting your emotions get in the way, I feel like you really need to like look up, really see everything that's going on, like stop being in this mode where you're so depressed or you're feeling down or disappointed about everything it's happening in your life. You got to find your strength, your confidence with what's going on. Because, just take it as, okay, this is a step in my life. This is what happened. So now I got to move on. This is just a chapter. You still have a whole bunch of chapters in your book, in your life, so you're gonna learn from this. And this is what they're saying, just believe that everything's gonna work out. Control the self-doubts that you have, control this depression, this negativity that you're feeling, this alone, and find your strength, find your courage to just keep moving forward, okay? And then you have the King of Wands. And why is the King of Wands here? One more card. Because you have the King of Cups and you have the Four of Swords. Okay, so with the King of Wands, they want you to put things in order, start putting things in order. Start looking at the sun. Start looking at things, in different ways, There was two sides to everything, you guys. There's two sides to everything, okay? If you got hurt in the process of all this going on, then rise up because you're moving forward, okay? Don't let yourself just sit there and just wallow into everything. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it sucks. But you know what? You're strong. You're resilient. You've been through more than this. So you can get back up, so just remember that, okay? Start keeping things in order. Be careful how you speak to people also, try not to be harsh with anybody that, didn't do anything to you, really keep your emotions balanced, okay? And really take it easy. It's time for you to rest. The best thing to do is to heal from all this and to rest and to take care of yourself. And do that, okay? Because you are definitely being very guided. If you see that angel behind there, there's an angel there. You have the Temperance card and there's angels there, and you're also going through a healing because that's Archangel Raphael. Really, really take care of yourself, you guys, okay? Really take care of yourself. All right, so Saggies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. God bless.